Hello and welcome. My name's Gail Moffat and it's very nice to be with you today. Today and for some time I have been communicating with God, and I am, at their request, choosing to share His words with all of you. If you like what you hear, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell so that you are always kept abreast of what is going on. And so let's go to God. God is saying, my heart is warmed. I am optimistic that life is about to change. I have been speaking with Gail for some time, and I realise that we are so close to the massive changes that is going to take place in your world. I have vowed to commit myself to Gail and be close with her at all times as she goes about the work that I ask of her. I say to Gail repeatedly that I am grateful for her willing to do this work. Once the work has started, I have made a decision that I will be giving talks through Gail to many people who have a position of power. I will be talking to them about what I expect of their actions, their work, and ultimately the future of their countries. I will be advising the various people from various countries how to be and what freedom to give to the many people in their land. It is important, as far as I'm concerned, that man always has freedom. In addition to this, I have decided that I will be choosing various people from each land that Gail visits, and these people will be people that will be helping her, that will be enlisted to be a go-between from one country to another, but also connecting to her. This infrastructure that I am creating, and I have already chosen the people concerned, I feel is an excellent method so that Gail will be able to have connections in many places throughout the world, and her ease of travel will not be so burdensome as it is today. I believe, and I believe this wholeheartedly, that the work that I am doing will elevate each person's soul greatly. There will be an understanding, not only of life as you know it, but an understanding of how we need to be in order to elevate our souls to the next stage. This elevation is critical at this time, for if man does not evolve, then they are potentially staying static, considering themselves at times selfish, thinking that's acceptable, looking to one another for how or what they can gain, striving to make more money than possibly is needed. These are all attributes that I witness on a day-to-day basis amongst people from the human race. And I often say to myself, if only they knew the importance of being giving and helping one another. If only they knew how to love and have love in their heart, but instead they walk a path of selfishness. And I feel that this work is going to change all that. People will no longer live for the purpose of themselves and the purpose of money. People will actively go out of their way to help one another. If we have a world that listens to these words and acts upon it, then of course we have a world that is very unlike what we have today. It is a world of utopia, a world of peace, a world of friendship, and a world of love. This is an important process that we are going through, and an important part of man's evolvement. And I believe that once we have shifted our thinking and our ways to this new way, then there will be far more opportunities than we possibly could perceive. Because I will be bringing forward opportunities to man in ways that I haven't so far. Because I felt the timing was not right. But if man has evolved and changed, then of course the timing is very right. You will know Jesus, who came to the earth. And he did such great work, persuading people of how I wished people to live. And out of it came the religion of Christianity. And I believe that this has gone so far in helping people understand what is required of them from my world and myself. But even within that religion, I have witnessed people not acknowledge the requests of the religion and not activate in their minds what is required of them. And this, of course, disappoints me, because I feel that the church should be an opportunity to see how one should be in their lives. But with this new way of living and this new evolvement, I am convinced that the new church will be a great asset to mankind, because I will be recruiting people within that church who have a knowledge of communication to my world, that can communicate with higher evolved souls, and they can express in their speaking to the people what is required of them, how they need to be. Much of the work that is being carried out with Gail is one of healing. And again, I will be asking her to place her hands on certain people around the world. That healing is vital for people to receive, because in that witness of a full recovery will show to them that there is more at play than just words, that I am in fact very present in Gail's life, but in your life too. The presence of myself in your life is always evident when you come back to my world and you speak to myself about your life, and we have a discussion of where now. but it is always forgotten when you arrive on the earth plane for some. And this again saddens me, because if only people understood that my presence, they would also understand the need to be greater in themselves. I wish to thank you for listening to my words and always being there in your minds to be loving. And I thank you. And now I hand over to Gail. So this is wonderful, isn't it? God is always there for us. He's always present, always looking to help us. Aren't we lucky? Thank you for watching. Goodbye.